It's a pleasure to be here once again. My name remains the distinguished Mr. Mayowa. Today we'll be taking another interesting English class, and for today's class, we'll be talking about using indefinite pronouns correctly. Okay, without wasting time, we want to get straight to the task for the day. Now, the big question is, what is an indefinite pronoun? Now, when you talk about the indefinite pronoun, it has this meaning. Indefinite pronoun is a pronoun that does not refer to a specific person, place, or thing. As the name implies, indefinite. Okay, so each thinks about the story. That's an example. Usage. Now, all the pronouns must agree in number. All pronouns must agree in number. Indefinite pronouns can either be singular or plural. It all depends on usage. Okay? Now, why is this important? Why is it important for all pronouns to agree in number? If you use an indefinite pronoun as a subject, then your verb must agree with it. If not, the sentence will be ungrammatical. And I'm sure you don't want to start writing an ungrammatical sentence. Now, the agreement between the subject and the verb in terms of number is what you call subject and verb agreement. This sentence here should serve as an example of what we just talked about. Each thinks about the story. Each thinks about the story. Now, in this sentence, the subject is each. Each is singular indefinite pronoun. Alright, thinks is a verb and that is a singular verb. So, how can we determine which indefinite pronoun are or pronouns are singular and which are plural? That is difficult to tell. You might have to memorize them, or you might have to wait for the structural usage before you can tell. Okay, so that's just the easy way out of it. Unfortunately, for most, you can't. You have to memorize them. So here we are. Now let's talk about the singular indefinite pronouns now. Okay, so all this will go with one. So you have someone, anyone, no one, everyone, somebody, anybody, nobody, everybody, something, anything, nothing, everything. Okay, so you have them down here. So these are indefinite pronouns. Okay, singular indefinite pronouns. Remember, when you use singular indefinite pronouns in sentences, the verb has to be singular too, so that you don't write uh, ungrammatical sentences. The other singular indefinite pronouns, like one is neither, each, another, much, either. Okay, so those are your singular indefinite pronouns. All right, now singular indefinite pronouns, antecedent. Now, when you talk about antecedent, what it means is the pronoun that a noun, sorry, the noun that a pronoun is referring to. Okay, so that's what we mean by antecedent. You know, a pronoun is supposed to replace a noun. Okay, so in a sentence, before you use a noun or a pronoun, there must be a noun it's replacing so that you avoid unnecessary repetition. Okay, so that's what you call antecedent. Forget about the grammar. Okay, keep the meaning in your head. It's a very simple meaning. Let's look at an example here. All pronouns in the sentences must agree in number. Yeah, that's sure. Now we have example. Which of the following sentences uses pronoun correctly? Each of the sisters gave their mother a gift. Remember, on the previous slide we said each is a singular pronoun. Okay, so if we say each here and we have their, which is a plural possessive determiner, then there's no agreement there. Is there? No, I don't think so. Look at the other one. Each of the sisters gave her mother a gift. Okay, So you're in doubt with respect to which one is correct. Let's find out. Okay, this is the correct answer. Each of the sisters gave a mother a gift. Do not be misled by of the sisters. Of the sisters is a proportional phrase. Okay, of the sisters, and it is describing each. Okay, do you get it? So your attention is on each. That's the subject. Individual of them. Individual of them gave her mother a gift. Now, plural pronouns, when we talk about plural pronouns, these are the plural pronouns. We have many, we have few, we have both, we have others, we have several. These are the plural pronouns. Okay, so create your own mnemonic device to help you remember these 5 plural indefinite pronouns, or try. Now, they've done something like mother feed babies on Saturdays. So M there is standing for many, F is standing for few, feed is standing for few, the B for babies is standing for both, on the O in on is standing for others, then S of Saturday is standing for several. So you have many, mothers feed few, babies both, on, others, Saturday, several. Okay, so you can create your own mnemonic that can help you remember these plural pronouns easily. That would be fantastic if you can do that. I think we should look at them sententially. Let's look at them sententially. All pronouns in the sentences must agree a number. Yeah, reiterating that fact. Which of the following sentences uses pronouns correctly? The first one, few from the class studied his or her notes before the test. Few from the class studied their notes before the test. Okay, so big question. Which one is the correct answer? Alright, here you go. Few from the class studied their notes before the test. We said in the previous slide that this is plural indefinite pronoun. Therefore, it takes the plural possessive article there. Okay. Now, like you said, these indefinite pronouns can either be singular or plural, depending on the sentential usage. It's all about the provisional phrase. All of the students do their homework, plural. All of the class. Okay. So if these pronouns now, saman, okay, saman is a good mnemonic for you to remember them. So if these indefinite pronouns are used in sentences, okay, and the provisional phrase that comes after it, like in this case, this provisional phrase that comes after the first one, of the students, you notice that students are countable. Okay, you can count students. Therefore, it makes all, in this first case, plural. Do you understand? Now, in the second case, all of the class. Class is a collective noun. Collective nouns are treated as singular nouns. Do you understand? So it makes all, in this second case, singular. It's like saying, if all my time, you can't count time. So all my time has been wasted. You don't say all my time have been wasted. But I say all the pupils are here. Do you understand? Because I can count pupils. But in the case of the first one, all my time has been wasted because you can't count time. So as much as these indefinite pronouns are plural in nature, sentential use can also make them singular. So it is very important for you to watch out for these pronouns when they are used in sentences. Don't just use your head knowledge of knowing them as plural pronouns to judge and make hasty decisions. Okay. Okay, this pronoun, singular pronoun, yeah, we've talked about that. Pronoun agreement. Each of the students has his or her ideas about homework. Okay. Each there, singular indefinite pronoun. his or her, singular, singular pronouns. So guided practice, identify each indefinite pronouns as singular or plural, then select the appropriate verb. Okay, now before we take this, okay, let's have additional information about indefinite pronouns. It's not on the slide, but I'm sure you can uh, make few jottings, or you can jot down few points as we discuss it. Now, we've talked about the indefinite pronouns. Then we also have indefinite adverbs. Okay, when you talk about indefinite adverb, we're talking about of adverbs like any, anyhow, somewhat, none, anyway, somewhere, anyhow, anywhere, anytime. Do you understand? So those are indefinite adverbs. Where are you going? Anywhere. Anywhere I like. Okay? You're not saying a particular place you're going to, so that's an indefinite adverb. Now, please keep that in mind. Now, let's talk about the use of certain indefinite pronouns. We want to talk about the use of certain indefinite pronouns. They can be confusing, pretty confusing. Let's talk about pronouns like someone, somebody, okay? So you might wonder, what's the difference between someone and somebody? Okay, somebody is often used in verbal communication when you talk, okay, while someone is more of a written, used in written communication. So there is little difference between them, really. It's really no difference between them. But it all depends on the suit. If you want to use somebody in writing, there is a speech environment where it suits better than someone, and that's what we'll be discussing about or talking about briefly. Now, someone, somebody, anyone, and anybody, they're used in questions. Okay, they're used in questions. And what is the difference? Now, when you're asking a question and you're using someone or anyone, did you meet someone? Did you meet anyone? When you ask that question, you're asking the question on a neutral note. You're not probably expecting the person you're asking the question to have probably met anyone. So it's a very neutral question. Did you meet anyone? Did you meet someone? Okay? But if you have the thought that the person you're asking the question ought to have met someone, do you understand? So you say, did you meet somebody or did you meet anybody? You're being you're being more precise. Although we said they're indefinite pronouns, okay, but somebody or anybody is more precise than someone or anyone. I hope that makes sense to you. So if you say, is somebody there? So you're expecting, there's a certain expectation from you that probably should be, somebody should be probably there. But if you say, is someone there? You're not most likely expecting to have anybody there. Okay, so that's the difference between the two of them. Uh, Also, let's quickly talk about when you have anyone, anybody. Okay, we use these ones in negative sentences and in question, and also in statement expressing possibility or feeling that it does not matter what, where, or how. Not being quite precise. So, uh, I hope you got that explanation. We just talked about the difference between somebody, someone, anybody, and anyone. Okay? Now, the last thing we want to discuss here is you notice all these indefinite pronouns, they are written together as one word, except for no one that's written as two words. Now, if you separate them, if you should separate these indefinite pronouns, they will have a completely different meaning. Like everybody, it will mean every dead body. Do you understand? So you see everybody, it means every dead body. Now if you write every and body separately, or if you write nobody, it seems no dead body. Okay? So do not make the mistake of writing them separately, because it will mean something entirely different. Okay, so that's with respect to uh, the extra information I said I was going to give. Alright, so let's have a quick quiz on what we've done so far. Each dash think things about the plot. What should it be? Okay, so think about it. You're going to find out very soon. I have my own answer. I've picked my own answer too. Number two, many of the students does their own work. Okay, many. All right, many. Okay, Masan, remember? Okay, all of the students. All right, so most of the students is or are reliable. Then we have several is representing their speeches. All right, so if you're ready, you have your answers. Let's go and find out what the right thing is. So in this first, it's singular, and the second one is plural because students here, okay, is plural countable noun. And the third one is plural because you see have students. Then several is plural. Several, although we don't have the provisional phrase here to guide you, but from these, this plural possessive article is giving you an idea that these is in the plural form. So, how did you feel? Hope you got 4 out of 4. Okay, if you didn't get 4 out of 4, you get, let's say you got 3, that's not bad. But if your score is 1, then that means you probably need to rewatch the video or get in contact with me or any other English teacher at the center and ask more questions. Things, do, are, and are. Those are your answers. Most students, several there, like the explanation I gave the other time. Okay, more questions for you. Alright, you ready? Let's go. Identify each indefinite pronoun as singular plural, select the appropriate pronouns. Everyone studies. Okay, what should it be? Is or are or there. Each has, okay, so offer. Okay, all of the students give. Alright. So that was singular. The second one is singular. It should be plural. The third should be plural. Yeah, I got it. 4 out of 4. Okay. Then is or are. There. All right. Thank you very much, guys. After we come to the end of this class, use of indefinite pronouns in sentences. Okay. Thank you. Hope to see you another time for an interesting session.